Hello, everybody. Smile the DM here, and well, I gotta say this has been probably one of the craziest years I think I've had to experience. So, and this year, I will say, before we even get started with all this, I wanted to do like a little challenge, for this year, you know, to spice things up. So I asked you guys, on Discord. So Discord is always in the link down in the description below. I asked my 4 biggest, YouTubers that, you know, I interact with and do videos with, and the people that have actually been influenced, on the channel a lot, what challenge I should do. So, and you guys voted for who wanted to do which challenge, and you all picked swords. For some reason, I am so thankful for this. And swords, all he pretty much asked me to do is basically play through Jurassic World Evolution 2, and if any dinosaurs escaped in the footage, I would unfortunately have to shut all the footage down, or if I get everything that I said out, end the video. So, yeah, pretty simple. Pretty simple thing to follow. So I'm going to try to do my best to get through pretty much everything very, very quickly this year, because there is definitely a lot of things I do want to talk about. But then to also, you know, just in case some dinosaur so happens to break out during this whole thing, that I don't have to shut footage off. So let's begin with the very beginning. So I had to do a couple of re-uploads on some of my Claire Sanctuary stuff at the beginning of the year. I think the main reason why I had to do that, because I think it was just because it was really because I had the like copyright strikes on those videos, so I had to clear those up, and there you go. That's what I started the year off with. Old videos that have already been on my channel for quite a while. Go figure. Been doing a couple of DeviantArt memes videos, which are okay, and I know one of the people that I did pick for the challenge, CommanderCanada, he does want me to continue with it, but I didn't see anybody since I did the last part, for the DeviantArt memes, post like any songs for any of the characters. Like I said last time, like just take an educated guess as to what they could be. So nobody's really done that yet. So, I mean, yeah, honestly, if you guys want to attempt to do something like that, or like at least give like some hints as to what it could be, like which songs it could be, by all means, like just go for it. Just take a good guess, please. I want to do the 5th part, just so CommanderCanada just doesn't harass the shit out of me for this. So, it's, yeah. And then I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Time and Eternity. Now, not a whole lot of people. I did finish up the 2nd section. I just haven't done all the side quests yet, and, you know, honestly, I just haven't had the time to, like, really go back into Time and Eternity. I mean, I haven't, like, played Time and Eternity for so damn long. It's, you know, you question my sanity. I'm like, I haven't played this since, like, February. Shouldn't I continue with this? And a lot of you people just clearly don't want me to continue with it, and I understand. I understand to a degree why you guys are not interested in it. It's fine. I mean, like I said before, if you guys are not interested, I'm still going to continue to play it. Just because, you know, I want to play it and I'll upload it to the channel. And if you guys are just not interested in it, then that's fine. You don't have to be. I'm saying you can watch whatever content off my channel you want. I have tons of other shit, okay? That's the beauty of my channel, is that if you don't like one piece of content, you can always watch something else. It's great. So to be honest, yeah, I'm still gonna continue to play Time and Eternity. It's just I haven't had the time to even finish that up. So hopefully this coming February, I should be able to get the uploads that I need done for Time and Eternity. At least with the side quests and maybe getting into Chapter 3 of the game. I'm not too sure quite yet. Alright, next thing. The Far Cry Primal video. Oh my god. And and to an extension, I do want to talk about Twitch here as well. So, if any of you noticed, or any of you know, I have been playing, or I do have a Twitch account. And I have been streaming, like I said, like right towards March. Like, in between, like, the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 is when I was streaming. And I was playing through a game that I played through multiple times, and I just wanted to play it through one more time and let, you know, people from YouTube actually watch it. And it was Far Cry Primal. Now, if you guys don't know what Far Cry Primal is, I'll keep it very, very short. Far Cry Primal is essentially where you're this this caveman, and you basically are able to tame many of the Ice Age mammals, and you beat the shit out of basically Neanderthals and another group of humans. It's as stupid as it gets, but it's actually a pretty fun game, and we've had some pretty funny moments, which is why I made that upload. And, yeah. So, and, you know, as far as Far Cry Primal goes, I mean, I loved playing it, and, partially it was in honor of my, my cat, who unfortunately passed away, earlier this year, Pepper. And I kind of played it in his honor, because I always have the, like, my main go-to animal for Far Cry Primal is always the melanistic, cave lion, and I've always called it Pepper. Every time I played the game, ever since I got it, I've always called it Pepper. And that's the main reason why. So, I wanted to play it one more time in his honor, and, you know, a couple people watched my Twitch stream, and, you know, they had a good time with that. Because I've done some stupid shit on Twitch. Don't get me wrong. I've done a lot of stupid things on Twitch. But unfortunately, with my computer running as shitty as it is, I've realized that certain games, including Jurassic World Evolution, I try to play on Twitch, but Twitch apparently just does not like me whatsoever. And so streams always freaking lag with everything I do. It's always a lag. It always drags. And there's nothing I could really do on my end. There's really not a whole lot other than, say, get to a better Wi-Fi spot. And even then, Twitch still really lags like crazy. So I'm probably... What's probably going to happen with Twitch is I'm just not gonna do Twitch no more. I feel like in my heart that I know Twitch was fun, and I loved getting the donations, and I loved talking to the audience, and I loved doing all the stupid shit, and you laughing at me doing stupid shit. I just honestly feel like, you know, Twitch doesn't work out very well for me, and honestly, if you guys agree with me, I'm not gonna be on Twitch no more. If I do any kind of streaming, it will be on the Discord. I'm seriously switching everything over to Discord at this point. It's depressing, how everything is going. So, there's that for you and everybody else there. Now let's move on to another thing, the perfect show. Now, I got through 2 episodes of The Perfect Show without really any issues. And I liked that. I loved working on explaining why I love these shows so goddamn much. And it's unfortunate that, of course, with YouTube's copyright system, I could not release the 3rd episode of The Perfect Show, in which the 3rd episode was me explaining why Genji Tartakovsky's Primal is such a good show. So, sadly, that episode and then every other episode to follow, I decided I wasn't going to do unless there was a huge demand for me to continue that series. If you guys, like I said, support the idea, any idea that I post, just let me know and I will continue to do said thing. Because I liked doing The Perfect Show, but unfortunately it's all YouTube. It's all YouTube's copyright system, and I just, for the life of me, could not fix The Perfect Show episode for Primal. So I mean, don't get me wrong, I have the video still. I have everything still from that episode. And then I still have the idea for the other episodes I had in mind, for the other shows I had in mind. So, if you guys are in demand for it, I will see and figure out how to get those videos posted. It's not a guarantee, but I will freaking try. I will try my damnest to get the rest of the Perfect Show episodes out, if you guys want to see that. Next thing. So, I did do one video on Planet Zoo, and to be fair, it wasn't much, to say the least, and honestly, I got bored of playing Planet Zoo for quite a while. Probably because a lot of it kept crashing my computer because, half the thing was pretty much mods. Kill me. Yeah, I had to get a bunch of mods for different animals in Planet Zoo, and even then I was just like, they came out in DLC form, and I'm like, there's nothing, like, honestly, I liked the idea of Planet Zoo, but I think Planet Zoo, for me, to be honest, is just a little more complicated than say, the original Zoo Tycoon games, or any other zoo-building game. I mean, honestly, it feels like, Planet Zoo feels like a successor to Wildlife Park, in particular, Wildlife Park 2. And I've played through Wildlife Park 2, and, it's still a fun game, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I just see all the designs people build, and I'm like, I can't even do that shit. I'm not that talented. I'm not talented like all the other YouTubers that cover Planet Zoo. And to be honest, I'm just like, I'd rather work at a zoo than build something this elaborate. I'm like, I just have simple designs. That's really it. So, yeah, I decided, if you guys are serious about me doing another Planet Zoo thing, I will do another zoo, but it will take me quite a while to just get through it all, because I've been slacking on getting the other DLCs for the game. I think I stopped getting DLCs when the, South American pack came out, and I was just like, I think it was Southeast Asia, I think it was. It was when Southeast Asia came out, and I just went, honestly, I'm just, like, I don't know. I really don't know. If you guys want me to build another zoo, I will be more than happy to do it. But you guys gotta give me some advice. You gotta give me some building advice or something like that, because honestly, I just find Planet Zoo to be a lot more complicated, and I'm just like, ugh, at this point. I can't play it no more. I'm sorry. But if you guys want me to do another Planet Zoo video, I will, but I'm just not too keen on covering it, if you will. And, of course, I gotta make this a mention. This year, because we have been in the Lost Tapes Season 4 project for so long, now, which I will get to that update. Don't get me wrong. There will be an update in this end of the year video. Just trust me on this. So, I did make a couple of friends while doing this project, and obviously you know who those two friends are, Trike and CommanderCanada. And I swear, I will say this. You two, I swear to God, I have never had friends that have wanted to come online every goddamn day, unlike you two. It's like, it's crazy. I never had friends that were always like, oh, do you want to hang out, like, every night? And they're like, sure. Like, and it wasn't my idea to do it. It was their idea. Like, they're always wanting to do something. And to be honest, they are pretty fun people to hang out with. Despite a lot of the leaders saying that CommanderCanada shouldn't be a leader, and Smaug made the decision to make him a leader. Oh, God. Half that community, half of that server is just gonna kill me with that. But, yeah. But no, Trike and Canada, ever since we got onto the project, they've wanted to hang out with me every night. And pretty much all we just do, other than some of the time being working on the scripts for Lost Tapes, we would just either play through games or watch a series. And to be honest, it's pretty fun doing that. And I honestly enjoy that. And I just want to thank you two for sticking with me. Because you've mean a lot to me. You really do. I know we joke around and we shit around a lot, but no, I'm being serious right now. This is serious me talking. You've been really great friends. Thank you. Thank you for that. Especially since, for Trike, and I will mention this, I had to get him a freaking Bio-Latte, and he got me a shit ton of figures, especially a lot of old Jurassic Park stuff, that I've always wanted to have that for years, and I was like, I was never, ever, ever able to get that, until now, so it's pretty crazy. So we did a lot. So when Trike and Canada and I, what we did, and I guess this is when the first start of videos we did for a couple things. We started by watching through Godzilla vs. King Kong, or Godzilla vs. Kong, and to be honest, I still remember this. And I know they're gonna be laughing their asses off too. But the Trike mentioning the crystal meth. Oh my God. It still kills me every time I watch that. And then Canada going, monkey will fly now, yes, and then Kong starts flying. Oh my God. Holy shit. It is honestly way too fucking funny. It's way too funny. Holy shit. And then, while we were doing all this, we were watching all of the Godzilla movies. So every single Godzilla movie that has ever been made up until Godzilla vs. Kong came out. And I kind of started ranking them like crazy with a tier list video. And I will make amends to something. So, Commander Canada, I owe you somewhat of an apology. I think Final Wars deserves to no longer be in C tier. It is going at least to a low A. A very, like, the lowest A tier possible. And I'm making this change only because when you look outside of, the whole movie being a Matrix kind of style, flick, which that's the only reason why I was dropped down to a C tier. Only because I was just not interested in the characters, and, to be honest, it felt like The Matrix. It really did. Oh, shit. And, the Raptor just broke out. So, great, we have no footage. Wonderful. Great, and I have a lot to get through still. Alright. God damn it. Fuck. This is what happens. Jesus Christ. And I was trying to fix the fence too, you son of a bitch. Fucking Kiba. God damn it. Alright. We gotta keep going. And I felt like that's what they were copying, and I'm like, I don't know. Matrix and Godzilla, I was like, I'm not a fan of this shit. But then I realize, again, like always, Godzilla, whenever he, like, shows up, especially in this movie in particular, and it's like, holy crap. Like, to be honest, this is probably the most badass Godzilla, the most powerful Godzilla that we will ever probably get outside of Shin. Because, let's be honest, let's be clear, the boys don't like Shin, unlike I do. But yeah, that Godzilla pretty much kicks everyone's ass in 2 seconds. 2 seconds anybody else shows up, they're dead. Except for Monster Zero or Kaiser Ghidorah. Kaiser Ghidorah takes a little bit to beat, but And I'll be honest, Canada, I bought the freaking disc. Are you fucking happy now? Like, I went to, like, some store that gives out, like, discs and shit, because I like watching movies and stuff like that, because, that's what I do. And I got one that had Final Wars. Fucking kill me. God damn it. Yeah, so, unfortunately, I have to say that Final Wars is no longer C tier. It's A. It's an A tier. Very, very low A tier, but it's an A tier. I think the only gripe I really now have with it is that the director himself was like, oh yeah, I hated Heisei. I went, holy shit. I'm like, I don't know a single person who hated the Heisei era of films other than this guy. Holy shit, what the fuck? Like, that's some real balls to say that. That is some big balls just to say, oh yeah, I hate the Heisei era of Godzilla movies. Holy shit. Because it was probably the best era for Godzilla films until King of the Monsters for the Monsterverse is about as close as you're gonna get. God damn. But I'm getting over myself. I'm done with all the Godzilla stuff at this point. So we did do another podcast with the Lost Tapes team, and we pretty much just did a whole timeline of I'm gonna call this the Lost Tapes universe, where it was just all the events that happened in Lost Tapes. And surprisingly, all the episodes are separated. There's not ones that bounce off each other, which, when I did the timeline for my own video, like I did a video of my own explaining the timeline, yeah, I didn't expect it to just, bounce off one another like that. It's weird. But yeah, so I'll just say this. I will 100% fix the timeline video, because I know a lot of you could not understand the voice, and I guess I had to explain myself as to why I did this. And I think it's just simply because, from the camera that I got, I'm going by the fake story. From the camera I got, the guy wanted to record the whole thing off his camera, and the audio for it was already distorted in a way so you couldn't hear the voice of the guy talk about all the events that were going on. And besides that, I wanted to make sure that the guy had like a deeper voice. So I had to modify not only the voice, it was all my voice that did it, surprisingly. So not only did I have to modify my voice to make me sound deeper, but then I had to further distort it so that it sounds like, the film's trying not to, like, make it so that it's easily audible for the guy. So my point did stand, but I know a lot of you did not hear me whatsoever about that. So, unfortunately, yes, I am going to fix it. And very luckily, I do have the script for it. I just didn't have the original audio for it. As Trike called me a dumbass for that. But, so I will go back in and just re-record and basically explain it in my voice, what happened in the timeline, so that everybody gets a good understanding as to what happened. So there goes the timeline video. Thank God for that. Now coming up to the funniest fucking joke I could possibly ever make, and sadly, nobody wanted to see a sequel to it. Oh my God. So, let me try to explain myself here, and I know there's probably a ton of comments down there that explain what's going on, but the joke, so the YouTube poop video that I did is about a joke on the Season 4 team where I like the Ranger from Bigfoot. And so they kept mocking me about that shit. And so I decided one day, you know what? Fuck it. Let's further enhance the joke by doing a Shrek video on it. And to be honest, the way that it came out, yeah, I find it actually pretty fucking funny. Because there are some decent jokes that I originally did that surprisingly work with the God, I can't even speak English right now. That surprisingly actually worked with the movie itself, and I went, holy shit.
Shrek? Well, you know what I like about you, Shrek? You got that kind of I don't care what nobody thinks of me thing. I like that. I respect that, Shrek. You all right. Woo, look at that. Who'd want to live in a place like that?
That would be my home.
Oh, and it is lovely. Just beautiful. You know, you are quite a decorator. It's amazing what you've done with such a modest budget. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
That's just a stupid boulder!
Can I stay with you?
What?
can I stay with you, please?
Of course.
Really?
No.
Please, I don't want to go back there. You don't know what it's like to be considered a freak. Well, maybe you do, but that's why we gotta stick together. You gotta let me stay, please, please.
Okay, okay. But one night only.
Ah, thank you.
Ah! What do you... No,
Oh,
no!
this is fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making wild. Oh!
So there were a couple of funny moments here and there that I just absolutely fucking loved out of the original YTP. And honestly, I would have done a sequel if there was a demand for it. But surprisingly, not a lot of you wanted a sequel, which is weird. Which is very, very weird, because the sequel would have been a lot like, you know, Shrek 4D or like the Ghost of Farquaad, you know, that sort of thing, with Shrek and Rachel Glenn. Oh my god! And I would have done like something along that line, which would have been very funny. Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, that would have been really funny. But nobody wanted that. Surprisingly, I really thought, you know, a lot of people would want a sequel to this, but nobody did. So it's weird. It's weird. But if you guys really do want me to do a sequel, don't get me wrong, I'll do it. Don't get me wrong, I will make time and effort to do a sequel. But yeah, surprisingly none of you wanted a sequel. I'm ashamed of my audience for some reason. I don't know why. But still, going back to going to a new topic, I have been doing a couple of themes videos. So basically character themes. And surprisingly, I get a shit ton of views from that. I don't know why, but I do. So I'm going to be honestly continuing to do that, for different series, obviously. I'm just not sure which one I want to do next. I'm trying to think of another one that I could do, but I'm not sure quite yet what I want to do for those character theme videos. So if you guys are into the character theme stuff, I honestly don't know what my next set or my next series is going to be. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll think of something, but like I said, I don't have anything planned for next year. I will have one planned, but I can't think of anything right now. Maybe Evolution 2, but I doubt Evolution 2 is going to be, you know, done and done right when Dominion comes out. I doubt it. So, I guess just pray and see. We'll see which themes video I decide to go through to next. And now, oh yeah, Evolution 1. God, why? Why? I'm sorry, and I'm actually tearing up right now. Because here's the thing, boys and girls, here's the thing. I loved the first game. I loved it. There is just a charm about the first game that the second game honestly just doesn't have. And to be honest, I had a lot of good memories from the first game. So far with the second game, oh fuck that shit. Oh fuck that. And you already know the hell I had to go through with the Chaos series. You already know. You guys all know this. So, yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with myself. I really do miss the first game. And sure, I know a lot of you are gonna say, well, Smaug, you can always go back to the first game and play through it. And I say, yeah, I know I can. But it doesn't take away from the fact that there's a sequel game out that has a lot more options for me to do. But at the same time, the second game just feels like a bigger chore than the first one. And honestly, the first one does have a lot of limitations to it that I just wish that the second game could just take all the good stuff out of the second game and just put it in the first and just be done. Make that a big DLC or a big update or something like that. I don't fucking care. I just wanted to keep the first game alive. I didn't need a sequel game, but we got it anyways. So, it's hard for me to let go of the first game. And everybody and their mother could tell you why it's hard for me to let go. There's just been a lot of good memories I've had with the game. There's a lot of cool people I've met while playing through the game. And it's just, I felt like I've been accepted into the community as one of the, lesser YouTubers that plays Jurassic World Evolution in, 1 and 2. And, it's still making relevant content to the best of his ability. Like, the minute the shit comes out for everybody to, play through and interact with, I'm there. I'm there with my own video making the stuff for you guys. But it seems like with Jurassic World Evolution 2, it's just so much harder for me to make that kind of stuff because all the popular YouTubers, and, I'm guilty of watching those people too, don't get me wrong, get their content super, super early, whereas me, who is a big supporter of this stuff, despite me yelling and screaming at it, and saying that it sucks, some of the time, just honestly, it's okay. And, I just wished other YouTubers, such as, like myself, had the chance to make Evolution 2 content that's relevant, or at least closer to when everybody gets the DLC. So, yeah. And that's the tragedy of this whole thing. Because with Evolution 1, at least some YouTubers had a chance to climb up to the ranks, like Evolution Square did, or Swerve did. Because they gained popularity just from making relevant content. Well, I mean, Swerve did that whole controversy with Best in Slot, but I'm not going to discuss that at all. But yeah, there was a lot of fucking there was a lot of stuff you could do with the first game, and you had a chance to make that content first day it came out. First day a new DLC came out, you could upload on that day, because all the YouTubers, sure, they got it early, of course, but at least they uploaded the day the DLC came out, not 2 or 3 days before the public was allowed to play it. You know what I mean? It just seems like Evolution 2 has an agenda to it that I just don't like. Like, there's something about Evolution 2 that just... It seems like they're trying to just push for sales with this game, and I honestly think it's disgusting what they're doing. Yeah, I truly do think it's disgusting what they're pulling. But that's the harsh truth about the whole thing. It really is. And I know I got off a little bit off topic with it, but I just covered 2 topics at once. But you just gotta understand where I'm coming from with Evolution 2. That I will continue to do my own content off Evolution 2. I'm thinking of doing like a separate series, like a different campaign of sorts, a different kind of story mode, where myself and a bunch of other people are going to put in their voice outlets for, and we're just going to have a gay old time doing a separate campaign of our own, a creative story, unlike the first campaign. So that'll really be the plan for Evolution 2 until Dominion comes out, and that's probably when, the new Chaos Theory will be there, the new creatures will be in, I'm sure a new DLC will be right after that, I'm sure. But yeah, that's really the goal in mind, and, I will miss the first Evolution game. I really will miss it. For all the faults that Evolution 1 had, it still had a good charm to it that, I will miss very dearly. I will. So, alrighty. Moving on to the two big announcements that I had in mind. Let's start with the first one. So, I'm going to be honest, nobody has really joined Erebor Craft outside of a few friends that I know of. And even then, I had to kind of force them to join. And I'm just like, you know what? To be honest, I'm just going to shut down the server. Seeing that nobody really, wants to join Erebor Craft, I'm just going to shut down the server. Simple as that. I honestly don't think keeping the server alive is just going to be the good way to go. So, I'm unfortunately going to be shutting down Erebor Craft, or I probably already did, and you guys just haven't realized it. So, there you go. I'm sorry, boys, if you did want to play Minecraft, but Smiley had to shut down the server. I'm sorry. It just seemed like nobody was interested in playing outside of Trike, Canada, and I, and that was really it. And even then, we stopped playing, ever since we started working on the Godzilla stuff. So, yeah, Smiley had to unfortunately shut down Erebor Craft. But for D&D Earth, on the other hand, D&D Earth, here's the thing. We have been playing D&D Earth on Discord. At least the live streams have been on Discord. And now I'm taking those live streams and actually turning them into videos right now. So, I think what's going to happen first thing in the new year... Excuse me. First thing that's happening in the new year is I'm going to be there's going to be live streams of the old live streams, if you will. So I've recorded all the live streams that we've done for the first season of D&D Earth, and right now I'm just turning them into videos, and then we're just going to be premiering them on YouTube. And that's how life is going to go. So, I think that'll be the first thing I do in the new year, is get those live streams up and then work on the extra lore of D&D Earth. Because I did finally get to look at the, I've looked at it for quite a while now, but, I've been waiting to, actually work on the video and stuff like that, but Evolution 2 has just been, a nightmare. And honestly, again, like I said, in the new year, that's, I think, the first thing I'm going to cover is all the D&D Earth live streams we've done, and premiering them onto YouTube, and then covering some of the lore of D&D Earth, which I have recorded for one video, and that was the main video that everybody wanted. I just need to edit through and get that video out. That's all I really need to do. But yeah. So, for Dinosaur Island Season 2, that one is also slacking. Kind of my fault. Because right when I wanted to get all this stuff done, and there's a good reason why there were no videos over the summer, which I apologize for that. But, you know, doing the Dinosaur Island videos takes quite a while to get them done. And not only just to record them, like, outside and whatnot, but also to edit through the whole video. I mean, a 10-minute video for me, for Dinosaur Island, takes at least 3 or 4 hours to get through, and it's purely working on that video. It's not just, you know, me sitting there listening to it, cutting some things out, and boom, done. No, it's a lot of extra shit. And to be quite frank with you, yes, I have been slacking, and yes, I apologize for that. So, what I'm going to do after I get all the D&D Earth stuff done is possibly getting all the rest of the Dinosaur Island Season 2 stuff out. To whatever I had left. Because I didn't even finish Season 2 when I was down over the summer. But I did get a good majority of the season finished. So that's honestly what I wanted to do. Just get through all that, get it all finished. So don't worry about that. Alright, the next thing I wanted to discuss, mountain monsters. This is probably going to be the next thing I'm just going to cover, because honestly, I know a lot of people are just sick and tired of me covering Lost Tape stuff, and being the only channel that covers Lost Tape stuff. And to be quite frank, yes, I have been running out of ideas. Go figure. But, because Season 4 might not be out for quite some time, it's just, you know, I want to cover something different on the channel, and I figured the next thing I would cover is Mountain Monsters, and that's another show that I praise a lot. And to be quite frank, I think I've already talked about this during my Scariest Monsters video. You know, because it is such a good show. I mean, it's stupid. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people don't like it because, you know, they think the people in the show are idiots. But I love them. I just love these guys. They love what they're doing. And that's honestly why, you know, I want to cover this show. I want to cover everything I could possibly get from this show. Despite even more seasons coming out, and, you know, there's a whole inconsistency in the whole show, which you wouldn't think there is an inconsistency in a live action show, but there is. Oh my god. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing all of that for the following years until more Lost Tape stuff comes out, either through this channel with Season 4, or, you know, Animal Planet just has the right mindset to say, you know what, let's bring this show back and make another fourth season, which I highly doubt. You know, I'm just going to be covering Mountain Monsters for a little while. So, a lot of people might disagree with me on that, but, you know, honestly, I just think I want to cover something a little different for this year. I just wanted to cover something a little different. And I think you guys, some of you will agree with me that, you know, I could change to do a different topic for this coming Halloween. So, if you did not watch this battle, which I'm sure most of the Lost Tapes community did, me and Solomon Pleasant had a little fight in which we discussed why Monterey Bay is possibly the worst. Or, like, in my opinion, it still is the fucking worst.
To the
/ best episode. And for me, I still have my standpoints, and Solomon still has all of his. But I am still on my own little hill that Monterey Bay is just a boring episode. It really bores the shit out of me, and I just hate it for that. And don't get me wrong, I know it's season 1, and season 1 was still trying to figure out, okay, what the hell are we going to do with our info segments? But still, I mean, I was going to incline that, Oklahoma Octopus is another bad one, but I'm not going to go in that direction. I'm going to still keep to my hill that Monterey Bay still kills me. It's still the smog killer. God damn it. It's another fucking joke off that server. God damn it. There's so many good jokes off the Season 4 server, and it's just, God damn it. Between me loving the Ranger from Bigfoot and Monterey Bay being the killer of mine instead of a Black Arrow, it's God damn it. But I think for the coming year, that is coming up, me and Solomon, we are going to fight on the 2 biggest hills in Lost Tapes, i.e., what is the scariest episode? Vampire or Wendigo? Because seriously, every other scariest episode is like a little mini hill that everybody has. And don't get me wrong, everybody's entitled to have that little mini hill to themselves, just like I have my own for Monterey Bay. Don't judge. But yeah, we are going to be discussing which is a scarier episode. And I'll be honest with you boys and girls. Vampire still scares the shit out of me, but Wendigo is kind of a close second. It is a very close second. Only because there are certain scenes within Wendigo that I'm just like, I don't want to say cringe, because cringing is not the right word I would want to put there. I wouldn't say squeal either. I wouldn't say that either. I sometimes in Wendigo, I just don't want to look at the screen, is basically what I'm trying to say. And I do that a lot with Vampire, too. I'm just like, oh, God. I think that happens a lot more in Vampire than it does Wendigo. But still, I am ready to duke you out, Solomon. I am ready for that fight. Better be prepared for this shit, too. I'm gonna be honest. You better be fucking prepared for this, too, mate. Because I will fight to defend my hill. That Vampire is still scarier than Wendigo. I'm sorry, mate. I will respect your hill because it is so damn close. But I'm gonna tell you this. I will fight that Vampire is scarier. I will do it. Okay. Here we go. And it's just one more before we get to the moment we've all been waiting for. Alright. But I do want to mention one more thing. I have removed the videos for my character. And the reason why I did that is not only did a lot of people cringe when I used the stuff that I used, but let's be honest. Let me be honest here with you. The character that I had, my player character I had for the DM, had a very, very dark story to it. And I'm going to be flat out honest. With you guys. I'm not sure if YouTube would have been grateful for me to post those videos. I don't think they would have been okay with me getting my character out, because I've done a lot of bad things with my character, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, boys and girls. I think my D&D character should just remain in a skeletal closet kind of for the rest of his life, if I'm gonna be honest. Because I talked to particularly Trike with this whole story, and Trike literally just hated the whole idea of me talking about it. And in my previous memes video, there was that there was a meme where a Gravity Falls meme where it was like, yeah, Smaug is contemplating on whether he should continue to play with the DM and with his DM. And to be honest, yeah, I really thought about it, and I'm just like, you know what? I think my character just needs to be done and over with it, because I can't keep going. I mean, my character's had a very, very long run, but he's had a lot of moments where it got pretty dark and it got pretty mature for me to even continue playing the character. So I just made a mental judgment in my head, and I just said, you know what? I'm not going to continue this shit no more. I am done playing my character. I'm done playing the character, and I don't want to discuss any more of the character. So I just got rid of the one video I did for it, and honestly, I'm not going to want to further discuss it. I mean, if you guys want to really know the answers to it, then private message me on Discord or Twitter, but I'm not going to be willing to discuss the character anymore. I'm going to be more than just happy playing with the character I have for D&D Earth and just be done with it. And now, to the moment you all been waiting for. The Season 4 update! God, kill me. Yeah, so, no surprise, nothing. Flat out fucking nothing. I will say this much, alright? We have been working on scripts. We just been flat out working on scripts. That's all we've been doing. And I'll be honest, some of the team has been slacking on getting the scripts done. Others have decided to make the script for one night and then ultimately realized, yeah, this was shit. So there's a lot of revision being done and a lot of script writing that still needs to get done. And I think it's just because, a lot of us have been busy, and just some nights, we haven't been able to have the time to, sit down and actually say, you know what? Let's write a damn script. Let's actually get something productive done. And that's mostly just due to me not being a very, very good leader, and being a very casual leader, to be honest. And not motivating everybody else to get their shit done. And, just to be honest, I love everybody that works. I love everybody that's on our team. I do. But, a lot of us have been slacking. A lot of us have only been working on one script really, really hard. And I love the effort that's being done with those scripts. But if we're going to be more productive, boys, we need to... And I'm talking to the whole Season 4 audience myself. But, boys, we need to be more productive than we already are. I mean, granted, I love that more and more details getting done for the scripts that you're working on. Don't get me wrong. But can we, at the very least, get every single episode that we planned for get finished? Because as far as I'm aware, and this is now back to the audience, as far as I'm aware, only maybe a third of the episodes I said that were going to be out are actually, fully being worked on. And most of the script is finished. I can't even say that one script is fully done. I can't even say that. It's kind of depressing. But yeah, I think the goal here is in the beginning of months, let's start, and I'm talking to my boys now, for the server. I want to say get all the scripts finished. I don't care how bad the quality is, just get them done. Then we could work on revisions. Then we'll start filming over the summer. And then, and only then, we can make the due date, if anybody noticed, in a certain video that I did, when the due date was supposed to be done. So, yeah. Back to my audience. Here's the thing. And I know I hate saying this, but not only do we need more actors, as always, fill out the form, which I'll have a link to the form in the description down below so that you guys could sign up for it. And then that way I could get you onto the team and you could play as an actor role for the season. So not only that, but, and I hate saying this, we are going to need some money. We are, unfortunately, a very, very broke team, and if we want to film at the particular locations that we want to film at, and if we're going to need the supplies, the extra crew that we're thinking of getting, and all that other stuff, we're going to need money, unfortunately. We are going to need a lot of money. And yeah, I'm not exactly proud. Not exactly proud of this. But I am thinking of getting a Patreon sort of page to where, you guys could submit monthly funds for us to continue the project that we're working on. And hopefully then, when filming begins, we should have enough money to go out to the different places that we want to be at, film the stuff that we need to film, edit it, get it all out, and hopefully make it by the release date. And if y'all don't know what the release date is, it's supposed to be October of this coming year.
You what?
So, yes, we have a lot of shit to do. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how much stuff that we're going to get done. But I'm hoping if I do actually release a date as to when we are getting this stuff done, or when we should get this stuff done, maybe we'll get more productive. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, guys, really this is pretty much, the end of this year. And I'm going to be honest with everybody. This year has been a pretty experimental year. I'll be honest. It's been a very experimental year. A lot of different topics I wanted to discuss. A lot of different things I wanted to do for the channel. But, they were a lot of hit or miss. And a lot of them were misses. So, yeah. At least I tried to do different things, But, yeah, this year's been a fun year. I will be honest with you. Despite us still being in the fucking pandemic and everything like that, it's still been a very, very good year. The channel continues to grow. I'm growing a lot of new content, which some of you seem to like. Other content had to get thrown away, which is fine. I don't mind it, but yeah, this year has just been an interesting year, and well, I honestly don't know what's happening in the next year. But I will say this before we leave. That next year it might be a lot harder for me to post content. And I'm only saying this because I'm finally getting out of college next year, hopefully. And I will be a part of the working force. Now, YouTube has always just been like that side thing that, it's been a hobby for me. I didn't actually want to get paid for doing YouTube content. For real, I'm here on YouTube simply because I like doing videos, and I just want to share with the world, the content that I like to do. Really, I'm here on YouTube just for, the shits and giggles of it. I'm not really here for the money or anything like that. I'm really not. I'm really just here to give people content that they like and something that I like to do. It's never been a career option for me to do that. But yeah. So in probably the next year and then the following years after 2022, I will say this much. I think it's going to be harder for me to get content out, and I'll be flat out honest. I think it will be hard for me to get content out. I will still post content every now and again, but this coming year might be the last year I'm officially like a full-on YouTuber. It might be. But like I said, I still am going to do all these videos and stuff like that. But it just seems like there's not a whole lot of pay that comes into doing the stuff that I do for YouTube. So I'm honestly thinking of just not doing YouTube as a career. Because let's be honest, I already know what my career choices are going to be, or what I want to do. But yeah, I'll be honest, guys. It's been a crazy run, especially this year, and the next year will also be a very, very crazy run. But I will assure you that I will be fine, and even if I did get a job in the real world, I will still manage to find some way to get content out there for you, boys and girls. I will still find a way. Just like life finds a way. God damn it. But, yeah, guys. This is really the end. I did way beyond this. So, I guess, Happy New Year, guys.